I'm Casey. I don't know what I'm doing. Today I'm going to talk to you about the books that I plan to read in February. I'm tentatively not calling this a TBR because I don't anticipate getting to all of these books, but these are the books that I'm going to be pulling from. This first stack of 4 books that I have set aside, I am pulling from this month because it is Black History Month here in the United States, and I want to incorporate a good amount of Black authors into my reading this month. First book is Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I typically like to go into books pretty blind. I like to be surprised by the characters and the plot, the story, the narrative, all of it. And so I'm not familiar with the actual plot of this one or with the characters or the themes or anything. I know it is a classic of Black literature, and I'm very excited to get to it this month. The next book I have is Jazz by Toni Morrison. Again, I'm very unfamiliar with the themes or the plot of this one. This is the only Toni Morrison that I've been able to get my hands on easily, and I wanted to include it this month. The next book I have is An Unkindness of Ghost by Rivers Solomon. I am very much looking forward to this one. A few years back, my husband, his parents, and I read The Deep by Rivers Solomon for our book club, and it was such a beautiful novella. If you can get your hands on the audiobook of that, I highly recommend it. I'm pretty sure this one is a science fiction and set on a spaceship, I believe, taking people to a new colonized planet. I don't know too much about it beyond that, but I am looking forward to reading this one. You might notice the book's in a different place. One of these decided to follow me while I was talking about the next book. The next book I have is Fearing the Black Body, The Racial Origins of Fat Phobia by Sabrina Strings. This is the nonfiction I've selected for myself this month. I'm looking forward to cracking this open and learning a lot. The next 2 books I have are horror books with winter settings, and I'm very much looking forward to reading them. I've been enjoying reading a lot of winter horror the last couple of months, and I'm excited to continue that into February. First book I have is Let the Right One In by John Lindquist. This one I'm very much looking forward to. My husband and I watched the original movie several years ago, and we absolutely loved it. I can't wait to read the book. This is about a young boy named Oscar who's a little isolated and a little lonely. He makes a new friend who's just moved in to town, and she only comes out at night, and he's pulled into her world and begins to see that things are stranger than he might have first thought. The next book I have is Near the Bone by Christina Henry. This one I'm reading because the winter vibes are definitely there with the cover. I'm also reading this one for the Goodreads Best of Horror for 2021. Again, I'm not very familiar with the plot. I know it has a very winter and isolationist setting, and I'm excited about this one. And then the last book I have picked up for the Buzzword Reading Challenge. The month of February has a reading challenge of possessive words and pronouns. So like we, he, she, mine, ours. And I try to pull these books just off of my shelves. I don't try to buy new books for them. And the only one I had was Were the Mulberrys by Joyce Carol Oates. I've read a few of this author's other works, and I've generally enjoyed them. I'm pretty sure this is a more domestically set literary fiction. I'm really excited to read a longer work from Joyce Carol Oates. I've primarily just read some of her shorter works. Those are the 7 books I have set aside to read in February. I am not sure what else to say or how to end this. Oh my goodness. Bye. Don't watch this.